Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Happy start of a brand new week. Let's see. Yep, that's not working this morning. All right, let's see where you all are. Happy Monday. Welcome back from our money manifesting party this weekend. I'm going to wait for you all to join. Here we go. All right, whether you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, wherever this might be, the replay, happy Monday. Happy start of a brand new week. Intending that you're all feeling wonderful, happy, and excited, and that you loved our party on Saturday. Can I just say, I made my board and I love it. I love it. It's like a little present. I just want to keep touching it and looking at it. I really noticed that my feeling about my board is just elevated compared to years past. And I'm really excited to see all the things that manifest. So I'm hoping that you all had a wonderful time. You all got your boards done. Today is Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday. Happy Martin Luther King Day. Where are you all? Coming on in. Just want to take a moment to recognize the legacy of such a powerful man who simply had, I have goosebumps, just had a dream, just had a dream that has materialized today. And so let's see where you all are. Come on in. So I wanted to just acknowledge a few things that happened. Good morning, Mama Tasha. I love it. I wanted to acknowledge a few things that have happened in my life over the weekend that really, really touched my heart. And, doing an event with so many women who came together simply to be in an environment where they were willing to dream and to go outside of the limits. I talked about a budget and erasing the budget and really just having a blank slate. And to see that so many women embraced and embody that. And really, the way I look at it is set yourself free, right? Because I don't know about you, but for me, financial freedom, we hear that so much, and we think financial freedom means there's going to be this day when I get to this point in life where I have so much money that I'm really free. And the truth is, for me, financial freedom means I am living every possibility that exists for me financially. I am free to live every financial possibility that exists for me. And I have peace around money and all things finances. And that's what I really want to share with you as a definition to like reframe financial freedom, because many people make it a destination that a lot of people never get to. And then you feel like, wow, I'm failing. And especially you're trying to achieve financial freedom in the confines of a budget, which immediately says you're never going to get there because you're living within these walls, right? So I just want to say, kudos to every woman who showed up, who was willing to dream big with me on Saturday. Make your money manifested board. I hope you love yours as much as I love mine, because I sure do. And to all the ladies who became part of our Wealth Sisterhood on Saturday, welcome. Welcome to our sisterhood. Congrats on becoming a wealthy. I am so excited. I just want to tell you all weekend in deep gratitude. Just thankful for every woman. I consider each of you, no matter what program you're in, I consider you in my care, right? Like I really do. Like I think of my kids and being responsible for my kids. I think of each of you in that way. And so every woman who joined the sisterhood and is now in my care, myself and the mentors and your other sisters, welcome. We love you. We're happy you're here. And there's a woman that went live in our sisterhood yesterday. And this really touched my heart because it showed me this was such a thing that was needed. And she was talking about having done her money manifested board and that she wrote a check to herself. But then she went on to say, wealth for me is so much more than just money. It's the fact that I was courageous enough to get on here and share my dreams. It's the fact that I want to have health so I can go, not just have the money, but be able to go skiing, which I love, to have the health that I desire is wealthy. And she talked about traumas of her past and being able to work on forgiving them and that being wealthy. And I was just bawling in my car watching, because for me, that is like real sisterhood, when you can sit and have that level of real, right, real talk with each other, and just know that there are other women listening who go, I understand, I see you, I hold space for you. And it was just so beautiful. um, Something else happened in my life this weekend where someone I love so much said to me, it's because of people like you why I do not fear failure. It's because I have people like you supporting me why I do not fear failing. I do not worry ever about failing. And I just thought every woman should have that. Every woman should have others who support her, who she knows is there to encourage her, to hold space for her, to hold her vision safe, so she never has to worry about failing. And so I, as you know, with all my heart, I want that for all of you. I want it for all of you. And if you have not yet joined our sisterhood, I encourage you to consider doing it, because that's how we roll. That's what we're going to do for each other, right? I'm going to give you a chance to do that in a couple of minutes here, but just know we literally have our first call in 2 weeks, our first official call. So you still have a chance to come join us, come play, come be supported, come create friendships, all the things. All right. Okay. I see that we're all here. So this morning we're talking about self-trust, and this is a personal conversation I've been having with myself, and I'm hoping that it will cause you to think the way it's been causing me to think. And I just want to give you fair warning. This could be like warning, PG rated warning. This could be confrontational. So if you're not in that place this morning to like have a for real talk with yourself, like I've been having with myself, then you might want to sign off and just go on your merry way and have a wonderful Monday. But we're talking about self-trust. And I was looking back at some things that have happened in my community in the last couple of weeks, and I realized that people will give manifesting a bad name, and they'll say, it's not working for them, or they're not being successful. And especially when they say they're not manifesting success in their business and in their finances, the first thing I look at as a mentor is, how do they honor their commitments to themselves? How do they honor their commitments to themselves? And 9 and 3/4 times out of 10, not even 9 out of 10, literally almost 10 out of 10, it is very clear to me, and it very quickly becomes clear that they are in a habit of not honoring their word. And I want to talk about that, because everything that shows up in my life, whether it's with my clients, whether it's with my husband, whether it's with my kids, whether it's with my friends, is really a reflection of stuff that's going on within me that I need to look at. And so, yeah, I'm human. I might get mad or hurt or whatever in the outward experience, but I always quickly, and I say this to my family all the time, I'm committed to quickly reflect and ask myself some questions like, why is this showing up? What does this want me to look at? And I just want to ask you, how would you feel if someone said they couldn't trust you? They actually did not trust you. You are not to be trusted. How would that make you feel? And maybe I'm just like Pollyanna over here, but my God, my spirit would be crushed if someone were to say, I don't trust you. Now, I can take myself and go through the work to analyze all the analyzing, like, is that my stuff or their stuff? I can do all that after. But in that moment, if someone were to say, I don't trust you, it would crush my spirit. How about you? How would it make you feel if someone was like, I don't trust you? You're not to be trusted. How would that make you feel? Super hurt. I see, super hurt. When I look this way, by the way, I'm looking at your comments. So let me know. Blow me up in the chat. How would you feel? How would it make you feel? Right? sad. I see some sads. I'd be devastated. Deanna says, I'd be hurt. I'd be hurt. A lot of hurts. Yeah, I'd be shocked and confused, hurt, um, reflective, hurt, not good, crushed. Yeah, that's the way it would make me feel. And like I said, I can do the reflection afterwards, and I always do, because sometimes it's not even really our stuff, not necessarily all the time. But immediately, though, my initial emotional reaction is devastation and hurt, right? And so I want to talk about self trust. I want you first to feel, though, to see how it feels when someone can't trust you. How do you feel? Is it the same if you can't trust yourself? Is it the same if God, universe, source can't trust you? Is it the same? Do you feel the same way? Does it bother you as much if you can't trust yourself? Does it bother you as much if I were to say, God is up there saying, universe is saying, whoa, you're out of alignment, can't be trusted? Would it bother you as much? Does it register the same? Have you ever thought about that? For me, I realized I needed to think about that a little bit more. Let me put it to you that way. And why is this important? Why do we have to talk about self-trust? Because when you're not honoring your word, especially when you're not honoring your word to yourself, because honestly, I know you're all like me. If I tell you I'm going to do something, take it to the bank. If I tell you I'm going to do it for you, take it to the bank. It's done. I'm like to the nth degree committed. I'm going to do it for you. Right. But when you have a habit of not keeping your word to yourself. Why this matters in manifesting is that you've literally trained your brain to abandon completion. You've literally trained your brain. I don't finish. I don't do what I say I'm going to do. I don't get what I want because you don't do the thing, right? You said, I'm going to do this thing for me so I can get this result. And then if you don't do it and you do that, you have a habit of doing that. You've literally trained your subconscious mind to not manifest, to not complete, to not get what you want. You normalize not having what you want. And that is why this is important, because when you think about manifesting, I think we think there's this big superpower out there that's going to do all these things no matter what you do. And that's not how this works, right? You are an energetic field. Your subconscious mind is reflecting and manifesting what you cause it to believe. And if you have a habit of not completing, not honoring your word to yourself, forget not honoring it to others. That is massive, right? But I really want us to be introspective this morning and take responsibility of our word to ourselves. And so if you can't trust yourself, if you don't have self-trust, if you can't trust you, here is the ripple effect. Not only do you normalize not getting what you want, if you are not completing, you're not going to trust yourself. You cannot trust other people, and you need other people to manifest anything that you want. We need other humans. There's nothing you can think of. You want love, you want health, you want money, you want a relationship with God. You're going to need, like my relationship with God has become so expansive because of things I have read that other people have written. If I were reading the text, if I were reading the Bible going, I don't trust these people that wrote this, right? I would never have been as expanded as I am today. So there's anything that you need requires people. And if you can't trust yourself, you cannot trust other people. And you therefore cannot manifest the things that you want. But here's the biggie. Here's a big ripple. If you have fractured self-trust, ultimately you cannot trust God, universe, source. Because how you do one thing is how you do everything. And you may believe you trust God. You may believe you trust universe, source. But if you are internally not trusting yourself, there is a ripple effect of that, where there are places where you are not trusting God. You can't. When you see, me talk about having faith, and you're like, wow, Tasha's faith or so and so's faith or so and so, right? I have a level of trust because in a lot of ways, I make sure I honor my word. And this conversation is full transparency because I'm not ever going to come talk to you about something that I've not reflected on for myself. And as I reflected on this for myself, I realized the truth is there's more work for me to do. There's more work for me to do with self trust. How about you all? Let me see. Yep. What switch do I need to flip to be trustworthy? Responsibility is to self is necessary for self trust. The bottom of my vision statement says, I keep all my promises. This explains a lot. And Astoria says, Inga, wow, Tasha, I'm unable to trust self. I cannot trust God. Yes. More work for me too, for sure. Yes, yes. Okay. So you all are getting it. And when it comes to you honoring, when it comes to you honoring your word to you, just now really ask the question again and say, am I in a habit of showing I can't be trusted? And more importantly, to God, to universe, to source. Am I in a habit of showing I can't be trusted? And you know what I was reflecting on this morning? It's the little things, right? It's like start with finding the little places you gave your word. Like one of the things that I was looking at was the way my faith has expanded in the last couple of months. And I was just like, why is that? What am I doing differently? And I gave my word that I was going to spend time really working on my spirituality, my relationship with God, my understanding source and the universe and me as God. And I kept my word with that, right? I gave my time. I gave the time that I said I was going to give. It's a small thing, but did I do it? Did I do it every single day? And it was like, there you go. You can be trusted. You said you were going to do it. You did it. You can be trusted. The reward of that is not just to myself that I feel really good that I honored my word, but the energetic reward has been given unto me for doing that, right? So find the little things where you're not keeping your word and begin to demonstrate that you can be trusted. Because when you can be trusted with a little, you get more. The Bible verse that I love and I talk about all the time, this is why I live. Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful over a few things. You showed up when you said you were going to show up. You said you were going to launch that course. You said you were going to write that book. You said you were going to start eating healthy. You said all that. You've been faithful over a few things, little things. I will give you more. I will give you more. You will be the ruler of many things. And yeah, I love all of the comments that are here this morning. And really, that is what I want to share with you. And, I just want to say again, this is why what I realized in our community is that there's so many women with big desires and their needles are not moving. The needle, like we're having there, obviously I get to watch thousands of women, right? And I have like the capacity mentally that is insane. It's like I literally live in each of your lives. But I watch sometimes and I don't see any big movement. And I'm in awe of that. And I'm like, what's going on? And I realize it's these little things, these little tiny things, right? Like, are you visualizing every day? Are you journaling? Are you spending time in spirituality? Are you working on your thoughts? Just little, not big, massive things, but these little things. And I decided to launch this sisterhood because I really just want to create a space. It's not coaching, but I really wanted to create a space with all the perks of being women who hang out together, who have the same values and the same vision, and we can talk and dream and do all that. But the focus of the sisterhood me as the leader in the sisterhood is to really bring it down to, we're going to focus on one of these things per month. So you don't have to give yourself the pressure of trying to figure out how to do these few little things. Literally, by being in the sisterhood, I have broken it down to one focus a month, one little thing. So let me give you an example. In March, we're going to do a 21-day self-trust challenge. That's what we're focused on for March. I'm going to do a whole other teaching on this at the start of March. And then I'm going to give you a little tiny little habit to do every day. It takes a few minutes and off you go on your way. You will now embody this practice of honoring your word to yourself, building your self-trust. The other thing that we're going to do in February is we're going to focus on thoughts, because this is another thing that I see is we're all big dreamers, but the little baby little thing, mastering your thoughts, we're not doing that. And so dream all you want, but if your habitual thoughts are not in alignment with your desire, then you're doing an uphill battle in manifesting. See what I mean? It's just these little tiny baby things that make all the difference in the world. And so, ladies, I really want to encourage you, if you're not a part of the sisterhood, do not let today pass. We actually have a ton of bonuses that you can still get from the weekend. Go ahead and type the word sisterhood. Let me see if I have it here for you. Go ahead and type the word sisterhood in the comments. Type the word sisterhood and go to Facebook Messenger when this is done, click the link, get yourself registered. It's still 60% off. So it's typically $297 a month for this membership. You can get it today for $111 per month. First of all, you want the 111 in your life, right? But you can still get it for 60%. This is $3 a day. Somebody said on Saturday, I was like, wow, $3 a day to have this level of support, to know this is taken care of, to grow yourself spiritually, be with women who support you. You can do this $3, or you can wake up every morning and do the same old, try to find a YouTube video to watch. Remember to journal or not journal, keep your word or not keep your word, or be supported every single day of your life in this way. So if you are already a wealthy, can you blow up the chat and tell the ladies who are not yet sisters why you love it? Why did you join? Why do you love it? What's happening? How do you feel? Our visualization call that we did on Saturday for the Wealth Sisters after the party, I still have goosebumps from it. I still have goosebumps. It's so much happening that you want to be a part of. So I want to see who's going to join today. Let me know. I'm joining. If you're not yet a sister, let's make that happen for you this morning. Hang on a second. I want to make sure that I also give, if you're watching on YouTube, I want to also give you this option. You can go to Tasha Chen, hold on, tashachen.com/sisterhood, tashachen.com/sisterhood, and get yourself registered for the 60% off. All right, ladies, we're going to do this. We're going to keep our word. We're going to honor our word to ourselves. We're going to grow in trusting ourselves, and therefore being trustworthy to others, to God, universe, source, and being able to trust in the manifesting process, because we have so much self-trust ourselves. I love you all. Go have a wonderful Monday. Mwah. See you soon. Bye, everyone.